We're going to build a wall. I could wait about a year and a half until we finish our negotiations with Mexico, which will start immediately after we get to office, but I don't want to wait. I don't feel like waiting a year or a year and a half. We're going to start building. Mexico, in some form, and there are many different forms, will reimburse us, and they will reimburse us for the cost of the wall. By the way, Mexico has been so nice, so nice. I respect the government of Mexico. I respect the people of Mexico. I love the people of Mexico. I don't blame them for what's happened. I don't blame them for taking advantage of the United States. What I say is we shouldn't have allowed that to happen. It's not going to happen anymore.
That was President-elect Trump talking about how he will deal with Mexico. Joining us now, Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clarke. He said the same thing. You know, at some point, if people keep crossing our border, you got to blame yourself. If we keep being hacked, you got to blame yourself. And he said it's our job to fix it. Do you see those things getting done?
Well, I like Donald Trump's sense of urgency about this. He's made it very clear. As a matter of fact, he corrected one of the reporters today who called it a fence. He says it's not going to be a fence. It's going to be a wall. Look, you have to have a barrier, and you have to have some other things, but it starts with a barrier. Donald Trump knows that Congress will drag their feet if he allows this to go on too long past his first 100 days or past the first 6 months. Congress will put this on the back burner, so I'm glad he's keeping this front and center. It's been the hallmark of his campaign.
And I asked him numerous times during these town halls, I said, you don't expect Mexico to give you a check? And he goes, of course not. This is how it's going to happen. Because some people question the idea of appropriating the money in the first place, but that's what he had always said. But ultimately, they'll pay. Let me ask you about Cory Booker. So he says about Jeff Sessions, I feel so honored to work with him celebrating civil rights activists, which I thought was a good thing they both did together. And then he testifies today against Jeff Sessions in the most theatrical way imaginable. Did you get the sense he was kind of auditioning to try and be Barack Obama with the lofty rhetoric? I felt it was so fraudulent and phony to me.
I thought it was disgraceful on the part of Cory Booker, who I have met. He's got more class than that, but he didn't demonstrate this at the Sessions hearing. It was phony. He lied about Jeff Sessions. He misrepresented statistics, all in an attempt to, like you said, audition potentially for 2020. But that was not the time to do this. He calls Jeff Sessions a friend. If you saw the opening of that, and then he turned around and just stabbed him in the back for the rest of his presentation. It was phony. He's a poor man's Obama in terms of acting, because he just doesn't have it.
Wow. Are you going to be joining the administration, Sheriff?
Sean, that's up to Donald Trump.
That was a pretty quick answer with a little different cadence than I'm used to from you. I'm suspicious now, Sheriff. All right, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being with us, and Happy New Year.